Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yay!
Hey, it's Gabba the Game Night, and I'm back with some more Things I Know I'm busy. And it's February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Fan Lobby number 2.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I ain't figured shit out.
I am bluffing like a motherfucker.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice.
Get her a blanket. She's too cold.
Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Yeah, Gumshoe. Gumshoe is awesome.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Hey!
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked for?
A gun?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. You mean this, right?
That's a lot of people.
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
My name?
Hi, my name is... Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident?
Still a 9?
But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here.
Okay, you gotta read all of that. It's
Here,
very important.
You might do well to read them.
It's 700 pages.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
Whoa, she was a witness in that case?
Sky was a witness?
Wow.
SL9 incident files received from Lana Sky?
Joe Dart.
Files for the Joe Dart killing solved 2 years ago?
Wow. Do we actually get to read them?
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders.
What about oatmeal murders? Ha!
Technically still cereal.
Oatmeal ain't
Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
Dun, dun, dun.
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dart killings.
Wow, that told me nothing.
The Joan Dark? No, Lana. That's over with. No. Emma, wait. She ran away.
Bro, we can't have Emma anymore.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth.
Wow, they're all involved.
Not to mention Lana and Emma.
Wow, they're all involved.
Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings too. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do his outer dialogue like that. Sorry, I was just vibing there.
Vibing in his head.
To music that nobody else can hear.
Reading about serial killings.
This can't just be a coincidence. Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
Wow, an incident that connects closely to another incident.
That connects to another incident, which was connected to... Oh, wow.
Oh, now we get... Didn't we just get to be continued 3 minutes ago? Alright, well, thanks for watching this episode.
I don't think so. Maybe, though.
Actually, no, then took recess and we decided to end it there, but apparently we were 5 dialogue boxes away from it to be continued.
Well, it's up to you how you put these episodes together.
I think that episode is already up.
Oh, well. I can tell you about now. Oh, hey,
You used to save progress.
Huh? I know how to save the fucking game.
I'm just saying, you should do it.
ABS, pal, always be saving.
Abs!
ABS, pal, always be saving. ABS. Oh, your abs? No, always be saving your game, man.
Gumshoe, did you forget to save my game?
Oh.
I've noticed I've lost a lot of progress.
What game would Edric be playing?
I don't know. Some freaking boring game. Why not? I don't know.
That bit went nowhere. Sorry to do
I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Hello K Island Adventure.
Is that even a real thing?
It wasn't, but then they made it. It's a mobile game.
Anyway, back to Phoenix Wright.
Originally, it was just South
Or
Park
not.
jokes. February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, Room number 9. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Get out of here!
Emma didn't come back. Now
I don't have a buddy! Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Mr. Cowboy.
Ugh.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
And stop getting drunk on the stand.
You don't know why he's drinking.
Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you. Wandering the trials of civilization. The trails of civilization.
He could be drinking vinegar.
Trials and trails.
Just
Trials
drinking
and
straight vinegar
civilization.
from that.
Trials and tribulations of the trails of civilization.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Jake Marshall? Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something.
Yeah, that was Paladin. Oh no, wait, he was the calling wind. Oh, you read that already.
You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct?
According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. With this guy, man, it feels like a tumbleweed is gonna go walling through the courtroom.
I'll expect you to edit that in.
Okay.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Bailiff, shoot this guy.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader.
Dumbass.
I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those, dumbass. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Oh, 3, get wrecked, nerd.
Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines, or with following orders.
Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. The judge does karaoke. hold it. Hold this.
How exactly
It's a
did you
duck.
keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape.
If nothing unusual was recorded, tapes ought to be erased every 6 hours.
Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy's a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good.
Aw, yeah.
So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Do we have this up louder than we normally do?
I don't know.
Feels really loud.
Not
Okay.
really.
But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime...
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't known you that long, and you haven't even proposed. Wait for it. Okay. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's quite, incredible.
The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that, too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's vongole sepia pasta.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duty to eat some noodles?
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
Little worked up there, Judge?
Shut up!
That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says... Did you not want a raise this year?
Do a Phoenix doing the president of Edgeworth.
Did you not... Well, since Phoenix is just my voice. Did you not want a raise this year? Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner, or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw.
But I don't have a paintbrush.
Otherwise, you're just... Pencil. You paint with a paintbrush.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it.
You're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted.
On to the karaoke episode
Dead
of
or
Phoenix Wright.
alive.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
He's not even from Texas.
Apparently your superiors don't.
He's from West LA.
Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante.
I think that's everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What the frick do we have to contradict any of these statements?
No, we'll go through them. My job was to keep aware on that bone watcher.
Yeah.
Said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times today, but I didn't want to stop. I'll tell you one thing I was thinking. It seems odd, so I may be crazy. Oh crap, none of those. No, okay, it's not gonna work with any of those.
What evidence do we have? I mean, the only thing that could possibly contradict is saying that, he wasn't there.
Let's see what we got. We haven't looked at this yet.
It's 4 pages. Joe Dock killed a bunch of people. All those people. Kobe!
Neil Marshall.
No!
Neil Marshall.
That's definitely important.
I'm not saying it's for this section, but clearly it's connected to Officer Marshall.
It's definitely important. But more importantly, he killed Kirby. How dare he? Miles Edgeworth. Jake Marshall and the Star Bruce Goodman. Yeah, nothing that will really help with this. I mean, what are we proving that he was there?
I thought this because he said nothing ever moves in there, but obviously something was moving. But then that wasn't those statements. Oh wait, what weren't his fingerprints in the room?
Oh yeah, Marshall's fingerprints. Let's see. Where can we? Maybe when he says.
Maybe right there.
Yeah, maybe. Since he said he doesn't really into it. Look, we probably gotta present this somewhere. Maybe. Not there. The music didn't stop.
Okay, well, I'm not even gonna bother to read it then.
Oh, got HP! Yeah, this is one of the parts I hate about the case. They're like, what are we supposed to present? Well, Bull barely says anything, and he says it in such a roundabout way.
Let's see what else we have.
And on.
Jar piece back together from fragments from the crime scene. A piece is missing. Only assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up and it's open. Tag evidence, extremely thin rubber glove.
Anything on the rubber glove?
And that's just the thing.
Yeah, of course, SL9. Slid 9. Anything on the back of the glove? No? Anything inside the glove? No, you can't really see inside of it.
Hi, I'm a glove.
I'm a glove, I'm sad. Evidence from floor plans. Doesn't really say much. But there's not blood in there. Goodman lost iron report because he lost his ID card.
That doesn't prove anything.
Yeah.
Not in this case.
A screwdriver, but that's completely unrelated. That's ours.
Mm-hmm.
ID card. I mean, we do have one thing not listed on here, but that was way earlier than Bruce and Mike went in. And we don't know who 777777 is. 777777. What are we supposed to present? What do we do? I honestly have no clue. I am lost. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems. We already mentioned the fingerprint thing there. Yeah, what was it? He's supposed to do that. It's protected by 2 security systems.
Maybe. Do you know?
No?
So do you know this isn't right?
No, but I don't know. It's not right.
Damn it.
Ugh. We need to start being careful so that we don't get game over. We haven't got game over yet.
Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. And if I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down.
What did Phoenix say?
He said he had a trump card, but he needed to up the ante. Did I press on? I did press on everything?
Yeah.
You're sure I did?
Pretty sure. You can find me pressed on everything. You definitely pressed on the first thing and like the last 5 things. Yeah, I used the evidence from the past. Ugh! Ugh, 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 ugh. What what, huh? Yeah, we pressed that. I mean, I have no evidence he wasn't at a street side saloon. And that's obviously going to be put later. That doesn't really contradict anything here. I mean, maybe you could try and put the fingerprints here.
To what?
You could maybe try and present the fingerprints here instead.
Oh, you think it was the right evidence, just the wrong place?
Potentially. It seems to be. Okay.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Oh!
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Oh! Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints are at the crime scene.
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall?
About the... Sorry, that's you.
About the bloodstained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Yeah, tell me all about your fingers.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint.
Oh yeah, just a coincidence.
The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated.
It's the worst testimony ever.
Well, didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it.
How do you know that? The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something, I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it.
How do you know the murderer had gloves? He wasn't there.
That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. the locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
My locker is covered with my fingerprints.
He goes on.
It just so happened. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? Unrelated. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape.
Ho ho ho, you
As long
fool.
as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
You fool. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. So that's it. So, oh, okay, no piece of
Too
testimony.
bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner?
Okay, so that's obviously what we have to present against.
What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? That video is the only direct evidence you have.
Ho ho ho. You foolish fool.
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on
What the
tape.
fuck is this cam wave? And it looks like it's in the middle of the room. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this field that indicates Officer Marshall is present, please do so now. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Do we have evidence?
Watch the video.
I have.
Watch it again and again. There's a small detail.
Alright, I'm watching.
I'd almost say heads of the Blue Badger. What was the Blue Badger theme again?
What?
So, somehow I erased it from my mind after listening to it 7 times. That glove fell really slowly. Like, wow. It's like a 15 frames per second glove. Bam.
Oh, is it that he's holding the same knife he's shaving with? No, that wouldn't be right. Is it?
No.
Okay, yeah. I'm still watching.
I can tell you that it hasn't appeared yet.
Oh, okay. Good, because I hadn't noticed anything yet. Okay, there's the thing hanging out of the locker.
Yep.
It wasn't there a minute ago, and only the person with the fingerprint can get to it.
Yep. And that locker isn't open, you can tell by the light.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Oh, tread carefully, Mr. Wright. You might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video.
Yes, because we're all so enthralled by it.
It's the best part of this trial. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jacob Marshall. Oh, there it is. No, I didn't say I wanted to hear it again. I regret saying anything.
I'm fast forwarding, but the music doesn't change.
Blue Patcher, leave me
So
alone.
as fast as I can go.
It's almost the next pan back. And then you can pause it. Make sure you bite on it. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
Bring our attention back to the security camera. Here's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
You silly boy.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers.
You literally aren't from Texas.
Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
Oh. Right there. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Wow, 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 wow. Can you, like, rewind it any faster?
Rewind doesn't move as fast as fast forward.
Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, it would seem that the only...
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
Ho, ho, ho.
So what if my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
Silly boy. Silly,
The
silly.
murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
He forgot.
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know.
He is dumb.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff.
Why do we
You
need to
say I
prove it?
opened that locker? Now prove it.
Literally everyone in the room knows. I mean, it's not hard to prove, but like...
Fingerprint sensor? We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
Just one word. Fuck.
No!
Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself!
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Ole, please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Point to it on the big TV. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Is V the Goodman?
Yeah.
I guess.
Officer Marshall was standing right here.
But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked for search card, sir.
Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
He said he put a knife on me!
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, you would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Bro.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Well,
did that
Mr. Wright,
already.
do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Bro, we literally have so much evidence to you.
This can't be happening. So obvious he's the one. What can I do?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics?
Baldi's basics, and as is education and law.
Oh, that's the game he was playing. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box.
Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yay. Come on and watch him play. Games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.